Welcome back, Colliders, to another episode of Worlds Collide with TikTok News. I'm JW, this the host, Ms Diva Talks.
What's up, y'all?
And we've done it before. We've been there. We've been forced to eat meals that now as an adult, I just refuse to fucking cook in my own damn house or even eat if someone cooks it for me. Because of what the fuck I was forced to eat as a kid because I had no way of even saying no. What meal did your parents make that traumatized you as a kid?
Not my parents, but my grandparents. Because my grandparents were very southern and they ate very southern food. So, like, pig's feet. What else? Squirrel.
Okay.
Just all those southern things that chitlins. Now, I know some of y'all probably, dabble in that. I don't. They stink to high heavens. But yeah, anything you were forced to eat as a kid that traumatized you? I wasn't forced to eat, thank God, but the smell alone is still traumatizing. Whew.
Chitlins and black eyed peas.
What's wrong with black eyed peas?
I'm just not a fan of black eyed peas. And okra. Oh, God. Okra, too. I'm just not a fan of okra, black eyed peas.
I don't care for okra either. But...
Black eyed peas, okra, pork chops, chitlins. That's the main right there.
Okay.
But that looks good, though.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
When I was a kid, my dad and his friends were eating out in the backyard, and they called me over to try this dish called ammonia skate. I won't say the Korean name just because it's going to give me war flashbacks, but here it is. And here's what a skate looks like. If you don't know, they're like close cousins to stingrays, which are the things that killed Steve Irwin, rest in peace. But yeah, how these things are prepared is that they put the skates in these boxes to let them ferment or basically rot, which releases this chemical called ammonia. Basically, what they taste like is like taking a piece of sashimi and dipping it into like Sally's 40 volume developer. And then my dad and his friends were like, don't spit it out or you're not manly enough. I said, I were a boy.
What meal traumatized
Hey, it is what it is
right.
at that point.
you as a kid? Being traumatized by seeing this on the counter when I walked.
This raggedy ass cake right here.
Yeah.
That cake was dry as hell.
Dry as motherfucker.
Even with the icing.
I forgot what damn the cake was. All I know is that cake, now that brings back trauma like a motherfucker. 'Cause damn.
Cake was dry. You needed ice cream with this
Like,
cake.
I don't even know was that like just chocolate cake or some shit?
Yeah, that was yellow box cake with chocolate icing. And either way, it was
somewhere
all
along the lines,
dry.
we didn't follow the Betty Crocker recipe somewhere along the lines.
Or maybe they've just evolved over the years.
Because that cake, that brings back fucking,
It was dry.
That brings back fucking, oh my God, shit. I can just see this container, oh my goodness, man.
This raggedy, funky, stinking ass cake right here. Y'all, when I was a kid, the only time we ate this cake is when somebody died, right? And in my mind, as a fucking 3 or 4 and 5 and 6-year-old, that I thought if you eat this cake, you die. Come to find out, anytime that a black mother or black grandma wanted something sweet, this is exactly what the fuck they would eat. And when I mean, my grandma made this fucking cake so fucking much that I bust out crying at her and asked her to please throw the box away. I don't want to eat this. Y'all, to this day, I don't fuck with this cake.
What meal traumatized?
I mean, I don't fuck with that cake either.
Yeah. I kind of want some chocolate cake now, but now I kind of don't.
As you as a kid.
Okay, so let me talk about this thing right here. So that is jelly cake of pork meat, because that's how my grandma makes.
This sounds like something that y'all would fix and cook for each other. Yep.
Yeah, that's screaming.
That has them written all over it.
Exactly. Maybe with like a cat paw dipping into it and whatnot.
She makes it for my grandpa and my dad because they both love it. Me and my mom would rather starve than eat this. And that's coming from me, and I'm not a picky eater at all. I eat anything. But this is where I draw a line. Jelly cake of meat. And I think that almost all Balkan countries have that and know what this is. We call it hladatina, and it's the most disgusting thing ever. And if you ever visit one of the countries and they tell you have to try this, don't. Literally, do not, please. Don't try it.
What
You ain't got
gotta tell me twice.
Shit, I looked at that nasty motherfucker. I was like, hell no.
meal traumatized you as a kid?
Spaghetti. Black people make spaghetti more than Italian people. And when black people...
Bruh, that's because spaghetti stretch, okay?
I ain't
You
gonna
want a
even
meal that's gonna last a few days, so
No.
you ain't gotta worry about cooking, you make spaghetti.
I'm gonna be honest. When I moved out, I didn't make spaghetti because I got tired. I was tired of eating that shit because it was every other fuck.
Well, no, see, my mama didn't make spaghetti like that all the fucking
Well,
time.
my
No.
grandma went when it was almost some times of the year when it was like going to the church, whatever festival they had at the church. It was always like February, March, April, somewhere in there. We had a lot of fucking spaghetti, and I was just like, no. So to the point now, I don't cook spaghetti because I fucking hate it.
I love it.
I love it too, but damn. Fucking clean a fucking bowl. Oh my god. I need therapy, man. First the fucking horrible ass dry ass chocolate cake. Oh, I want something sweet. You might die. This is for people when people die. Yeah, they gonna die of this dryness and shit. And then come to the damn spaghetti and shit. Oh my god, it's just be the same shit for 3 fucking days. 4. And then they be like, I'm like, what's something else? We gotta finish. No, we don't. It's 3 days. We can toss this shit. We don't have no damn garlic bread anymore.
No, you know what? We put it in the freezer.
Oh my goodness, man. This is how I knew I grew up poor. This is how I knew.
People make spaghetti, you will eat that shit for 2 weeks. No. Fuck spaghetti. Fuck it.
What meal traumatized
Yep, that's exactly how I feel. Like snow.
you as a kid?
I hated hamburger
I
helper.
love hamburger helper though.
I've never had hamburger helper.
You know what?
No.
This
No.
is what we gonna do.
No.
We'll make an agreement.
No.
Yes.
No.
You cook the hamburger meat.
Excuse me?
You cook the hamburger meat. I tried the last time for some reason. The hamburger didn't want to do that.
We know.
It didn't. It wasn't my fault, y'all. It was not my fault. It's not my fault.
Okay.
It just didn't do what it was supposed to do and shit.
All right.
But you cook the ham. I'm gonna tell you, hamburger helper. It's pretty damn good. I ate this shit a lot as a kid on my mama's side.
You look like the kind of kid.
And it was fucking good. That and sloppy Joe.
Help me figure this out. So you cool with eating hamburger helper, but not spaghetti?
Oh fuck spaghetti, man. No, fuck that shit. Fuck that.
Hamburger helper didn't last that long?
No, 3 days. 3 fucking days. That was it.
Like, I don't know what it is with black families, but they always grab this box. My mama even tried to make it better by making homemade. It was still nasty. Like, it's like the worst food of all time.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
Okay, I don't know if I should give a trigger warning for pork. But anyways, yeah. So if you're from South Honduras or Eastern El Salvador, right? There's a certain dish called champaina. And if you don't know what champaina is, let me show you what it looks like before I tell you what it is. And of course, there's different recipes depending on where you live, but like this is more or less what it looks like. So the first time I was fed champaina, I loved it. I was like, yeah, whatever, right? Then I found out what it's made out of. It's not just that it's pig. I will tear up pig any day, right? It's made out of pig ears, pig cheek, and pig nose. The snout. And when I found that out, I was like, oh, okay. That's not what traumatized me. There was one time I was coming home from school, right? And I come inside the kitchen and I see my aunt making food. And then I see these bags of stuff. This is a trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. And I'm not going to show the whole thing, but then I see 3 of these staring back at me. And I swear to God, I heard one of them go, I was traumatized for like 3 minutes because then I ate a bowl full of it.
What meal traumatized you
He was hungry from school.
Right, you still ate it though.
as a kid?
Finally, my turn. As a Chinese, I have a lot. Firstly, it's this really expensive thing. Can you actually guess what it is? It's called yin wo. It's basically a bird sparrow's saliva. We used to have that when guests are at home because this is so expensive. You're asking me about how it feels like you're eating spit. The next one is blood. Blood is really popular in where I live and I hated it because I used to have nosebleed when I was young. And you know when you have nosebleed, after nosebleed you have like a blood clot in between your nose and throat. That is how it feels like. This one is rabbit hat. I don't think it's that scary. In fact, I really like it now because it tastes good. I mean, a lot of people eat rabbit anyways. But when I was young, I have a rabbit. So it traumatized me a lot.
What meal traumatized you?
Had literally, or they ran away, or had it just got cooked.
Right.
As a kid?
The fuck is that?
What is that?
Is that coral from the coral reef or some shit? The fuck?
What meal traumatized you?
They didn't even say nothing.
We don't even know.
As a kid.
Red beans and rice. I used to eat red beans and rice every day, every Monday at school. And I used to come home to my mama cooking it every Monday, or my grandma gonna cook it every.
She probably took her lunch.
Oh.
You know, some of us took our lunch to school.
I did too.
Monday, like every week. I couldn't do that. Nah, I still don't eat that shit.
What meal traumatized
I've never had red beans and rice.
I don't like red beans and rice. I don't like pinto beans and rice, black eyed peas and rice. Anything bean related, hell, I barely like the pork and beans and sausage because that shit was so much. And I just got back into eating that shit. Okay? It's just shit, man.
I feel for your childhood.
you as a kid?
I have a list for you. It's nasty shit right here. Liver and onions. Yeah, no. It used to be
The smell.
Yeah.
The smell.
Yeah.
Forced to eat this shit. And I can still... Don't get me started. My grandmother would be so upset with me whenever I didn't eat lima beans.
Yeah.
Lima beans. They still nasty.
Right. No matter how much I hate it. Lima beans too. I hate.
It's because that shit is fucking nasty. She would just put salt on it and cook it in lard. She's from the South, so yeah. My number one fucking chitlins.
Now hold on now.
Hold on.
I will say this. As a kid, I used to eat these motherfuckers a lot growing up. For one, like I told my dad, I ain't nothing better. Okay? I just thought they was
Did you eat it with hot sauce?
Yeah, actually, yes. Yes, actually. Hot sauce on the chitlins with cornbread and rice. That was the thing. But then when I got older, somewhere along the transition, I fucked up. And I came in the kitchen, I came back and I smelled the shit. Ever since I smelled the shit, literally and figuratively on this.
Oh, okay.
I stopped eating. Oh God, still, like when I go to a store and I have them doing Thanksgiving time, I see them, I can immediately get the smell in the back of my throat.
Don't bring that shit around me. I don't care how much hot sauce you want to drown the shit in. It's not going to mask the taste. It's not going to do it. So.
Or the smell.
But this is what you do. This is what I discovered when I was younger.
Oh gosh.
Hot sauce and the barbecue sauce. I just mixed that shit in there. Added some sugar to the barbecue. Doctored it up. Sprayed it on there and mixed it all in with the rice and cornbread. Did it help? Not a lot. But I was able to get through it.
Oh, y'all can miss me with that. There was this one time a family member of mine burnt them shits. Okay. And the whole house smelled like chitlins for 2 weeks. She had to bleach the walls. Yeah, so, yeah, there's more.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
Digir and Biris traumatized me. Some of my friends said that they never heard of like Digir and Biris. I guess it's called tambula sometimes. But if I seen this, just know I'm not eating.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
For me, it was bundegi. If you don't know what bundegi is, it's silkworm soup. In stating this, I would just like to mention as a disclaimer, I am Korean. I'm not being one of those people who's like, yo, it's a stinky food. Like, no, this is my opinion. I think you should try foods that you're unfamiliar with before you make any kind of judgment. I always say try before I figure out if it makes me want to cry or not. That being said, bundegi I absolutely hate. I'm really big on textures, and for me, it's not for me. When you bite into it, it squirts. And it's not a good squirty feeling, and the texture and the taste, not for me, no. Historically, it was eaten mostly by people in poverty, and it was created as a way for people to get rid of byproducts from the silkworm industry, which has been in Korea for, like, centuries. Now you can find it as a soup or as a street food snack. Personally, not for me. I won't do it. Never again. My aunt made it, and I ate it because it looked good, and usually her cooking good, but it was not for me. When I first ate it, I projectile vomited, so.
What meal traumatized?
Yeah.
I'm big on textures too.
Me too. And the second she said that as soon as you bite into it, some squirts, and then you got to deal with the
I'm not gay.
And then
so
good.
For one, I'm not gay. I don't want anything squirting in my mouth. No. Nothing squirts in my mouth. Nothing squirts around my face, my head area. No, and I'm a texture person. So, Like if I bite into something and it squirts, I'm throwing the fuck up. And I'm throwing up on your table. I'm walking out and going home. You can clean that shit up. No.
Traumatized you as a kid. What meal traumatized you as a kid?
All right.
Oh,
easy. Hot dogs. My family didn't believe in buying hot dog buns. They would just use hearty wheat bread and they would just wrap it around the hot dog and we would just eat it like...
Bruh. Really?
Oh, I said that out loud? Oh.
What meal traumatized you as...
First off, we didn't, my dad said, we didn't have hot dog buns.
We didn't either.
Like, we had hold on.
Bread.
Now, we had hot dog buns for, like, Memorial Day, like, summer holidays. But we still had hot dogs after the hot dog buns was gone for some fucking because we always overbought the hot dogs, but never overbought
Yeah.
No one ever figured out, like, hey, we should probably buy one pack of hot dogs, one pack of...
But there was one point in time where, you know, the amount of hot dogs and the amount of hot dog buns that came in the pack did not match.
Yeah, they still don't.
Yeah.
They still don't. They had to change. Now they're just smaller hot dogs and more money. So there's that. They're more bigger and rounder and combined.
Kid. Being traumatized.
When I say this, y'all gonna be mad, but I don't kill. I never ate it before, but the way it looked when people making it is enough for me never to want it. Salmon croquettes.
Meal traumatized you as...
Salmon croquettes.
I did not like those either.
I've never had them.
I don't like them.
And at this point in life, I can't have them. So.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked. But no, you're not missing shit.
Okay, cool.
I didn't like them. Because there's, you know, salmon, obviously. But, again, I'm a textured person. Because when somebody, and I bite, like, the little small gristle shit, because, you know, the gristle thing, I did it, no, straight out, it's just, no.
As a kid.
Let me tell you all about Daddy Surprise. My dad would throw random foods together out of the fridge and make a meal out of it and force all of us to eat it. And some of the times they were decent. Most of the times they were not. But there was one specific one that traumatized me. My mom was an avid sweet tea drinker. Okay, she makes sweet tea. She has this pot specifically for sweet tea. She's had it my whole life. And one time she forgot to stir the sugar in and the sugar burned at the bottom of the pot. And my dad decided he was going to make Chinese food. My dad is not Chinese. He did not look up a recipe. He just winged this out of his ass. Anyways, she burned the sweet tea, burned the sugar to the bottom of it, poured the sweet tea out, and there's a thick layer of sugar at the bottom. My dad scoops up some of the sugar from the crusted, burnt-in sugar from the bottom of the sweet tea pitcher and puts it into what he was making, and he called it Chinese food, and none of us wanted to eat that, and he made us. Okay? So that's the one that traumatized me the most as a kid. Me and my siblings still bring up his Chinese food.
What meal traumatized?
My dad did that too, though, where, like, he'll go, like, it'd be, like, a random fucking time where it's, like, he'd just go through and be like, oh, let me go see what's in the kitchen. And they always call it gumbo for some fucking reason. It'd be like, whatever leftover meats, like, whether it's steak or chicken, or vegetables from the week of that we had prior, and just throw it in a pot and just make it, and just make soup and have crackers. Here you go, it's dinner served. It's like, what the fuck is this? Why am I eating soup with chunks of steak and chicken? This is not right.
I've never gone through that. Thank goodness.
Traumatized you as a kid.
This meal right here, stuffed bitter melon soup, traumatized me as a child. My mom cooked it. She's Cambodian, but I know they also have it in, like, Vietnamese cuisine. I just don't know the name because I'm a whitewashed Cambodian.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
Right, at least he's honest.
Every Sudanese child has had that experience. They saw a big jug of Coke and it was Hilamor.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
Oh. Brand Coke and replaced it. Yeah. Something that I would do, like, I would have the name brand cereal box, but have store brand cereal inside the box.
Friggin' soup! To this day, I'm traumatized. Every time I come and see my granny and my mother cook soup, I just want to cuss and go on bad. Whoever invents soup, for get charged for murder, for treason, and forcing. Where the box said not give me soup, I'm telling them I'm sick and me have gas? No, man. No, we can't tell this about no, sir.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
Clearly they made soup too much in his house.
My parents would blend up.
Where are your eyebrows?
My steak and make me drink it if I wasn't eating it fast enough. I drink it if I wasn't.
No, we can't tell this about no, sir.
What meal traumatized you as a kid?
My parents would blend up my steak and make me drink it if I wasn't eating it fast enough. I So I can't eat steak now.
What's a hill that you...
You know,
you poor thing.
I kind of regret it. Like, I thought that's what she said, but I wanted to make sure.
I don't know exactly.
I kind of regretted doing it.
That's what you get.
I should have known for the no eyebrow chick. Yeah, fuck.
And as always, Colliders, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Let us know in the comments, what's a food that you had in your childhood that you no longer eat as an adult because it traumatized the shit out of you.
Fucking grits. Fucking grits.
As always, if you're not already a Collider, I don't know why you're not. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button because, of course, it's free. And we know y'all coming back because we're coming back. And, of course, if you want to follow and see what me and Official JW are up to on our own YouTube channels, the links will be in the description below. Anything else you want to add about your trauma and childhood when it comes to food?
I'm good.
Bye, y'all.
Later.